Before you toss that palm in the trash, let me show you why those leaf tips are browning and exactly how to bring it back. Welcome back to Roots and Roasts, where expert plant care meets proven growing techniques. Today, we're covering the cat palm, Chamaedorea cataractarum, a lush, air-purifying palm that's perfect for homes and offices if you know how to care for it right. If your cat palm is crisping at the edges, growing slow, or just looking sad, this video is for you. You'll learn exactly what light it needs, how to water without stress, the best soil mix, pot type, pest prevention, and more. And we'll break it down step by step. No guesswork, just what works. The cat palm, Chamaedorea cataractarum, is a tropical palm species native to the shaded riverbanks and humid forest understories of southeastern Mexico and Central America. Unlike towering single-trunk palms, cat palms grow as dense, clump-forming clusters, meaning they push up multiple stems from a base, creating a full, bushy profile from the soil up. This makes them perfect for indoor use in corners, entryways, or next to seating areas where a vertical canopy feel is needed without taking up too much space. In its natural environment, this palm thrives in dappled shade under the protective canopy of taller trees. Its roots are adapted to consistently moist, but never soggy, soil, often enriched with leaf litter and high humidity from nearby water sources. Indoors, it reaches a height of about 3 to 6 feet, with long, elegant fronds that arch gracefully outward, forming a lush visual barrier and giving that true tropical feel, even in colder climates. But what really sets this palm apart from the rest? Let's break it down. It's non-toxic to pets, making it a top pick for cat and dog owners. It's part of the Chamaedorea genus, which NASA tested for air purification, removing airborne toxins like formaldehyde and benzene. It doesn't form a woody trunk, so it stays dense and shrubby, ideal for indoor landscape design. And it's naturally resistant to spider mites compared to many other palms, thanks to its thicker leaf cuticle and denser growth pattern. When it comes to lighting, cat palms perform best in bright, indirect light. That means light that fills the room, but doesn't directly hit the fronds. Ideal placements include east-facing windows for gentle morning light, north-facing rooms that stay softly lit throughout the day, or a spot 4 to 6 feet back from a bright south or west-facing window. Cat palms can tolerate low light, but here's what you'll notice: slower growth, pale or yellowing fronds, stretched out stems that lean toward the light source. These are your plant signals. It's surviving but not thriving. And now let's clear up a common myth. Not all palms love direct sunlight. In fact, the cat palm's natural habitat is deep in shaded forest floors, not on beaches. If you place it in direct, midday sun, especially near a south-facing window, the fronds will burn. And placing it flush against cold winter glass? That can shock the leaves and stunt growth. And here's your maintenance move. Rotate your cat palm every 7 to 14 days so it grows evenly. Otherwise, the fronds will lean and the palm will lose that clean, vertical silhouette. Watering is where most cat palm owners get it wrong. Not because they don't care, but because this plant plays by rainforest rules, not desert rules. It needs consistency, not droughts, and definitely not soggy soil. For a 6 to 8 inch container, water when the top 1.5 to 2 inches of soil feels dry. That's usually every 7 to 10 days, depending on your room's humidity, heat, and airflow. If your palm isn't a 10-inch plus container, wait a few extra days, but always check the soil, not the calendar. Here's another upgrade for your watering game. Use filtered, rain, or dechlorinated tap water. Tap water with fluoride and chlorine can burn the leaf tips, especially in palms. If filtered water isn't an option, just fill a pitcher and let it sit uncovered overnight to off-gas chemicals. And remember, humidity plays a role here. If your air is dry, especially in winter, your soil will lose moisture faster. Use a humidity meter to monitor levels. Under 45%, expect to water more frequently. Over 60%, you can back off slightly. Now, let's talk symptoms, because your cat palm will speak to you. Overwatered? You'll see yellowing lower fronds, maybe a soft or musty smell in the soil. Underwatered? Expect crispy brown tips, brittle edges, and fronds that fold downward. When people ask why their cat palm is failing despite good light and watering, the answer is often drainage. This palm evolved in naturally draining riverbanks, not in stagnant pots. Root rot from standing water is the #1 killer of indoor cat palms. Let's keep it simple. Always use a pot with at least one large drainage hole. This allows excess water to flow out, instead of pooling at the bottom and suffocating the roots. For material, go with terracotta if you tend to overwater. It's naturally porous, allowing the soil to breathe and dry evenly. If you're using a decorative ceramic or metal planter, make sure it's either pre-drilled with a proper hole or used as a cache pot, with a plastic nursery pot inside it. Whether it's a stylish terracotta cylinder or a clean double pot system, give your cat palm room to drain, and its roots will reward you with lush, lasting growth. Repotting is one of the most misunderstood steps in plant care, especially for cat palms. Yes, they're slow growers, and yes, their roots get dense. But that doesn't mean you repot the moment you see a few roots at the surface. Only repot when the plant shows clear signs of restriction, roots circling the topsoil, pushing out through drainage holes, water running straight through the pot with no retention, or, most importantly, growth slowing down noticeably despite proper care. When it's time, do it in early spring. That's when the plant is entering its natural growth cycle and can recover fastest. Always size up by no more than 2 inches in diameter. Jumping too far up, like from a 6-inch to a 12, leads to overly moist soil, which increases the risk of root rot. And after repotting, expect a little transplant shock. The plant may slow down or droop slightly. That's normal. To help it adjust, keep it in indirect light, mist lightly every few days, and hold off on fertilizing for 2 to 4 weeks. Repotting should feel like an upgrade, not a disruption. Keep it tight, gentle, and timed with nature, and your cat palm will respond with vibrant, upright growth for seasons to come. Let's talk soil, because what your cat palm lives in dictates everything above the surface. You need a mix that holds moisture, but doesn't suffocate the roots. The proven blend is simple. 2 parts indoor potting mix, 1 part perlite or pumice for aeration. Add a handful of orchid bark or cocoa coir to mimic tropical forest litter and increase airflow. And if you want to get technical, the ideal pH range for cat palms is 6.0 to 6.5, just slightly acidic. Most indoor potting mixes fall in that range by default. But if you're using tap water or suspect pH issues, consider adding peat moss or using a soil pH meter test. Now, let's get into feeding. There are 2 reliable options, liquid and slow release. Use a balanced liquid fertilizer, like October 10th, 10 or 20-20-20, once every 4 to 6 weeks, diluted to half strength. Or choose a slow-release palm fertilizer, applied once every 3 months, especially helpful if you want a set-it-and-forget-it approach. And one last tip before we wrap this up, don't overdo it. Too much fertilizer will show up fast, browning or yellowing tips, salt crust on the soil, stressed, brittle fronds. The right soil and feeding plan doesn't just support your cat palm, it empowers it. Treat the roots right, and the top will always follow. Even healthy cat palms can become pest magnets under the right conditions, especially indoors, where the air is dry and natural predators are gone. The 3 most common culprits? Spider mites, mealybugs, and lady beetle scale insects. To catch them early, get into the habit of checking your cat palm. After travel, when bringing in new plants at the start of seasonal changes, like winter dryout or spring humidity shifts. And if you do spot pests, don't just reach for the spray. Use neem properly. Here's the formula. Mix 1 teaspoon of neem oil plus 1/2 teaspoon of gentle soap into 1 quart of warm water. Shake thoroughly. Spray the top and bottom of leaves, especially the undersides where bugs hide. Always treat in the evening to avoid light burn. And here's the prevention play. Wipe your cat palm's leaves monthly with a damp microfiber cloth. Maintain humidity above 50% using a humidifier or grouping plants together. The cleaner and more hydrated the fronds, the less attractive they are to pests. Stay consistent with inspection and cleanliness, and you won't just be controlling pests, you'll be preventing them. The cat palm evolved in dense, tropical river valleys, where the air stays moist year-round. Indoors, we've got heaters, ACs, and dry winter drafts, and that creates stress. Here are 3 easy ways to raise humidity for your cat palm. Group it with other plants. Shared transpiration raises the microclimate. Use a humidifier set near the plant. Aim for a reading between 50 to 60%. Or place the pot on a pebble tray. Fill with water, but keep the pot above the water line, not sitting in it. When the air feels comfortable to you, warm, still, and gently humid, that's exactly how your cat palm wants to live. Don't recreate the desert. Recreate the understory. When it comes to long-term health, maintenance is simple, but powerful. A few consistent habits will keep your cat palm lush, green, and growing strong. Rotate your plant once a week. Even a quarter turn is enough. This keeps the growth balanced and prevents the fronds from leaning toward one direction. Dust and clog a palm's pores, just like ours. Wipe the fronds once a month with a damp microfiber cloth or soft sponge. This improves photosynthesis and keeps pests from settling in. Light misting, especially during dry seasons or after cleaning, boosts humidity around the fronds. Just don't overdo it. Cat palms like ambient humidity more than soaking leaves. Think of your cat palm like a green teammate. Keep the leaves clean, the base healthy, and the growth even, and it'll show up strong, week after week. Here's what decades of growing and troubleshooting cat palms indoors has taught me. You don't just grow this plant with water and light. You grow it with rhythm, awareness, and a little environmental empathy. Pro tip 1. Grouping isn't just aesthetic, it's smart. Place your cat palm near other tropicals, like ferns, calatheas, or peace lilies. They naturally raise the local humidity around each other and create a buffer against dry air. It's the closest thing to a rainforest microclimate you can make indoors, and your palm will feel it. Pro tip 2. Fix the water before the soil blames you. Even if your soil is perfect, if your water is loaded with fluoride, chlorine, or salts, your tips will still burn. I've seen gorgeous palms go downhill fast because of hard NYC tap water. Let tap water sit out overnight, or better yet, use rainwater or filtered water. Pro tip 3. Don't feed a stress plant. Here's a rule most people miss. If your plant's recovering from dry air, repotting, pests, anything, hold off on the fertilizer. Feeding a stressed root system is like giving espresso to someone with a migraine. Pro tip 4. Watch the crown. That's where life begins. Growth starts from the center of the crown, not the tips. If that central frond is tight, pale, or not pushing new leaves, your plant's trying to tell you something. Check your light, your watering pattern, and your humidity. Care isn't just about routine, it's about paying attention. Cat palms are quiet communicators. If you learn their rhythm, they'll give you years of green, calming energy. No drama, no guessing, just life. Want to go deeper with expert-level plant care? Subscribe right here on Roots and Roasts and sign up for fresh plant tips, design inspiration, and exclusive guides at hello@focus-newyork.com. Just email us and say add me. We'll take care of the rest. And let us know where in your home or office is your cat palm living right now. Drop it in the comments. Is it near a window, in a shady hallway, or grouped in a plant jungle? We'd love to hear how you're styling it.